Father Christmas is you. Today, in this video, is something special. Today, I am turning you guys into gods. Today, I am showing you how YouTubers get into God lobbies. Now, I've wondered this myself for a long time, so I did my research. I watched hours and hours and hours worth of streams and clips from pub stompers to see how they've accomplished these amazing lobbies. I am going to show you how to go from lobbies like these to lobbies like these. But anyways, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So honestly, there is a lot more that goes into this than I originally thought. There's very minor details that you can look at to help you get into better lobbies. Now, I like to call this whole thing lobby surfing. Unfortunately, there isn't a switch that you just can turn on it and get into these kind of lobbies. It just doesn't happen. But I have a screenshot of things that we can look at to help find God lobbies. Now, I must say that this is only the first part of this. This isn't entirely how you find God lobbies, so just stay tuned for the rest of the video. So 3 main things that I see in this pregame lobby that will decide whether I stay or leave will be 1, which map is it? Now, this is going to be different for every single person. You have to find the maps that you like the best. If it's a map that you know that you aren't going to do well on, it's probably not going to be a map that you're going to get a gameplay for those YouTube videos. So just go ahead and leave. Now, the second thing to look at is going to be the player rankings. Now, this one is kind of a hard thing to judge because you can have high-level master prestiges and they still could be not the best players. So usually if there's 1 to 2 master prestiges, I don't really worry about it. I still play it out. But if you end up getting into the lobbies like of the picture that I showed you earlier, that they're all master prestiges or the majority are master prestiges, then run. That's all I can say. Just leave, run, never come back. There is a very, very high chance that one of these players might be able to rip you to shreds and use you as a litter box. No reason to take those chances, just leave the lobby. Now, the third thing that I like to look at when I get into the lobby is how many people are in a party. As you can see on the right hand side, that there's only 2 people in a party in this lobby, which is generally okay. I wouldn't worry too much if you have just 2 people in the party, but once you start getting to 3 to 6 people in a party, there's no point in staying. Most of the time, they're going to be decent players that can streak up on you and are really good at communicating with each other. Parties hate losing and will work together more and more the more they are losing, which will just increase the chances of it being a harder lobby. Now, thankfully, this lobby is actually a pretty good lobby. Now, before we jump more into this, I want to go over the game modes. If you're trying to find pretty easy lobbies, which of course is why you're here, other than the fact that you just want to look at my beautiful self, but I find the best places to find the best lobbies are going to be Team Deathmatch. Or you can jump into one of the featured playlists. Most of the time, newer players aren't going to go searching around, so they'll either jump into the featured playlist or Team Deathmatch. And along with that, DLC is a large factor with finding good versus bad players. You'll find that the better players that have been around longer will have the DLC, with newer players or not so good of players, or just people that don't play as much won't own the DLC most of the time. So if you don't own the DLC, then this will help a lot with finding easier lobbies. Now, unfortunately, like myself, I always buy the DLC, so that kind of screws me over in that factor. But if you don't have DLC, I would recommend not buying it if you're looking just for easy lobbies. Now, the next thing we're going to go over is if you're joining up on a lobby. Now, when you join up on a lobby, there are more things that I like to look at. 1 is the score. If it's about over, there's really no point in playing it out. Or 2, I like to look at the rankings of all the players and how well they are doing. The rankings kind of go with what I was saying, well, in the pregame lobby. If you're finding a lot of master prestiges, just go ahead and leave. Again, most of the time, these are going to be harder players. But if you find lower ranked players, you might want to stick it out depending on how far the game is in. And then you can also look on how well the players are doing. If they all have, right around the 1 KD to below, there's a good chance that this would be an easy lobby. So that's up to you at that point if you want to play it out. Now, if the game just had started, there's more than probably 3/4 of the game left, it's worth playing out for a couple minutes. Again, look at if you like the map, the ranking. Usually, even if the ranks are pretty high, at this point, I still end up playing out the lobby, at least for a couple minutes, seeing how well the players play. If you're doing well, then this was a perfect lobby to join up on. You don't have to waste your time of trying to find another one, and it could be worth sticking around for a while. Now, the last tip that I want to go over is taking control of your lobbies. Now, let's say that you found the perfect pregame lobby, that you like all the rankings, or you just joined up onto the game and you're liking that. It's good to stick around. If you know that you're going to do well, if you know that you're going to streak out, then you can take control of the lobby. Good players don't like sticking around if they are getting destroyed, or if they're used to getting very high KD games, very high kill games, and you're killing them a lot of the time they're going to end up leaving. Like what happened in this clip right here. After I streaked out, I had some of the master prestiges on the other team end up leaving. And if you do this enough over the course of a couple games, you're going to be left with the below average players that don't really care of how well they're doing. They're just there to have fun. So the longer that you are doing well in the lobby, the longer you're in a certain lobby, it should get easier. And that's what I found. I like to jump into a lobby and just stay there for a while until all the decent players leave. And then I'm able to get really good gameplays. Now, that's going to be all of my tips today. If you think that I've missed anything or have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will gladly answer it best as I can, or pin your comment if it's something good. But I hope that this has helped you in some way or another. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, you guys know it, I know it, I love you guys, I appreciate you guys, and thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.